Good morning, listeners and viewers, and welcome to Platform Times Lens, coming to you from the corporate office of Platform Times newspaper. I remain your anchor, Daoud Olatubi. Today, we have come again with a very big man, yeah, even both in body and in engine and in brain. By the time we start, you will know that he's loaded. We have come with a very loaded personality. He's a comrade and he's an human rights. He's a human rights activist in Ogun State and in Nigeria. I'm here with me with Comrade Yinka Folarin. He's the vice president of CDHR, Committee for Defense of Human Rights. Mr. Folarin, good to see you. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon. It's my pleasure to be here, and to our viewers, I say good afternoon to you all from everywhere you're watching us from.
Yeah, let's start straight. The topic is injustice. Is how injustice is fueling insecurity in Nigeria. Do you agree that injustice has been fueling insecurity in Nigeria?
Obviously, when we talk about injustice, it can be simply defined as a wrongdoing against one person, or against an individual, or the collective. And when there is an injustice, it means someone's right somewhere is being trampled upon, and as such, there will be need for redress, procedural redress, to call to order the situation. So injustice is obviously a threat to security, and when it is a threat to security, obviously insecurity will be the order of the day. So injustice can definitely lead to threat of security. And when we look at it, going by history, even the recent among it all, which was the 2020 struggle, the NSAS struggle that we had in Nigeria, you will agree with me that what led to the agitation was as a result of the unquantifiable, let me put it that way, or let me say numerous injustices that were being recorded throughout that struggle. And you will also agree that injustice to one is said to be an injustice to all. And the injustice anywhere will always be a threat to justice everywhere. So when there is injustice, the process of seeking redress may be the process of agitating against such forms of injustice may be misinterpreted, especially by different persons, different agencies or groups involved. They would say, "Oh, the process threatens our security system," and but generally, I want to go by that assertion that injustice has been fueling our insecurity. When someone is when someone's life is unlawfully taken, when there's threats to life, or when that life has been taken, definitely there will be a need for redress to be sought at either the court of law or through whatever process that the law permits.
Okay.
So, as such, it can fuel insecurity when the authority decide to trample on the rights of the people. The people have the right. It also guaranteed under the constitution to raise their voice and say, "No, we cannot continue this way. You need to find a remedy to that right that has been trampled on."
Thank you so much. I want us to go to different sectors. Let's take police as number one. When police parade suspects, can we say they have done injustice to those people?
Obviously, I think this matter has even been decided by several courts of law that the issue of parading suspects breaches fundamental human rights of the suspect. the law, the 1999 Constitution, and even the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights of December 10, 1940, agreed and presumed everyone innocent until proven guilty. So are you going ahead to say, oh, we are parading so person as it is like passing a judgment that you have been indicted, and not even the police have the right to pronounce judgment on any suspect. Such suspect is innocent until he's proven guilty, not by individual but by a court of competent jurisdiction. So the aspect of parole, we have seen several cases where suspects that are being paraded, some of them will say, "Oh, I knew nothing about this. That I'm being held for. Even what they are putting in front of me, I don't have idea of what it looks like or what it is. Even myself, I have. There was a time I handled the matter. Then we had OC. OC River Adams was in charge of the SARS here, before the front SARS here, and if not for his professionalism, something that would have happened. The situation where someone came to a bank close by here, went to withdraw a certain amount of money, kept it in his car, and went through Abiola Way, parked the vehicle in front of a mechanic shop. While he was speaking with the mechanic, some so-called suspects, some suspected criminals, who one way or the other have been watching him since when he went to the bank. They penetrated the vehicle and they carted away with some amount of money, only for someone to alert him, and they started running race on this same road. They started running race like the carriers of the thing before some officers now saw them under the bridge at Barra there. They saw them and saw that the vehicle turned and they ran through St. Benedict over there. And right at that place, they abandoned their vehicle, and I never knew that road even leads to Pasheke. According to what we heard, they ran through Pasheke with the money they went with. Now there was this a very innocent young girl, young boy, who was seeking to eat, and innocently trying to go to Adesba to get food to eat, but instead from Quarry Road, instead of using the little amount with him to take a vehicle there, he decided to walk and use the other money to buy pop-off. While the SARS were running, while they were looking for the suspect, the guy just said, SARS. He ran, he started running and was running to the gate of his sister where he was going to eat. Only to get there, the owner of the money that was taken was saying emphatically, this boy is among those who robbed me. This boy is among those, and he was in custody of SARS for over 3 days until I was alerted and I got there. I said, oh, now with all these evidence that I'm convinced that it will not be out of place to release this boy on bail while investigation continues. Would you believe that while I made that request and the officers was ready to oblige on the ground of relationship, the owner of the fund, the complainant, went ahead on air and met some journalists that human rights want to bail a criminal that he called. Only for me to tell the officers that they don't worry, please conduct your thorough investigation and bring the culprit to book within a short period of time. After 2 days, information got to us that the SARS from the abandoned vehicle, they were able to recover a checkbook. They were able to trace the suspects, and only for the boy to be exonerated that he knew nothing about it, but he was in custody for over 3-4 days. So we are innocent until proven guilty. If that same boy has been taken to the court of law because the PI case is a case of the case of robbery, the case of this and that, he would have just been dropped at one of our correctional centers. So I feel the aspect of all, if he has been paraded, they would have just said, oh, that was a tree was among the suspected thieves that does this, that does it. So the issue of parading, we have to be very, very careful. It breaches the fundamental human rights of citizens.
But why do you people, I mean CSO, civil society organizations, human rights activists, why do you keep quiet? Police continue parading suspects.
No, we have not been keeping quiet. At several fora we have condemned such actions. The only there may be some forms of exemptions, like someone who have been declared wanted for suspected act of terrorism or whatsoever. If such person is being arrested and being paraded to say, oh, we have caught the one whom we have been looking for that has been um hiding here and there, we have caught so person, that information can come. That may be an exceptional cases, but not just a case of we went on raids, we have raided 200 people and you brought them before the screen and start parading them. It is very, very out of place. It is not in order. So they can, such a suspect can seek redress when necessary.
Because of our time, let me also ask you this and then get your opinion. Somebody who had an accident and they rushed to an hospital, public hospital, and because he does not have money, the hospital management did not treat him and he died. Has the hospital committed any injustice?
Well, we say right to life is very, very fundamental, and we must do everything to protect rights to life.
Okay.
And I feel you said government hospital, a public hospital. The first thing to be done is to rescue that life, is to rescue that, and that is why government at various levels they will tell you, oh, we have made some provisions, and we have been getting several warnings also from government that don't wait until you get report, don't wait until you see this. The first thing you should do is to see how you can rescue that life. So it is an advice that they should not neglect any patient, especially when it has to be an accident victim and has to do with life. When you neglect that life, it is more or less that you are killing that life. So as such, you should do everything possible to avoid such situation.
As a fundamental human rights activist, to what extent have our rights in Nigeria been trampled upon?
Our right, even my right as a citizen, I will tell you I'm a victim of right violation, and the situation where the primary responsibility of government supposed to be to uphold the well-being and see to the welfare of the citizens. I was saying in that area, both socio-economic, cultural right, those rights are being violated on daily basis. Part of it is what we've just discussed. Right to life. We don't. How is our right to life protected? Do I have right to free health facilities? When you say right to freedom of movement, right to freedom of this, am I right to freedom being protected under the law? Can I move? Can I move to wherever I like? Are my constitutional rights protected? Obviously, I will tell you they are mostly not protected. I'm being restricted. My rights are being restricted, and not because of anything, just because of the failures of some persons who are elected to do one thing or the other and coordinators accordingly. So I would say that very largely our rights as citizens are being violated.
Okay, thank you so much. Your parting shots, I want to advise Nigerians how to uphold our fundamental human rights. As a parting shot, sir.
Well, I would say if you don't know your right, you may not be able to fight for your right. Endeavor to know what your rights are. Stand up for your right. Defend your right. Our right to peaceful assembly, right to agitation, peaceful agitation, freedom of association. These are guaranteed rights, and they are fundamental to our survival. No one anywhere, no matter how highly placed our authority, should threaten the right of the people to exercise their fundamental human rights. So, as a citizens, our advice: let us be peaceful, let us be guided, let us know only sustainable peace can guarantee sustainable development. And when there is sustainable development, obviously, our rights can be seen, our rights can be enjoyed sustainably.
Thank you so much, Comrade. I think I did tell our viewers that we brought a loaded person, and we are constrained with the time. We have a lot of questions to ask Comrade Yinka Folarin. That is the Vice President of CBHR. And we know that whenever we call him to also come on the show again, he will definitely oblige us.
Yeah, obviously, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So it has been Platform Time Lens coming to you from the corporate head office of Platform Time newspaper. And that the Latin has been anchoring this program. We hope to meet you next week. Folarin, thank you for coming, for honoring our invite.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you so much. So viewers, thank you for listening. Just try to support us, subscribe to our YouTube, like us, and then make a comment. Thank you and God bless.